Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, got a nice lengthy video here. Lomachenko could be coming back versus Mayoshi Nakatani. You're going to get your Jamal Charlo. But let's start off with Bob Arum not wanting to pay Teofimo Lopez. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Now, when it comes down to the network, it's the network's job to pay for the main event and the undercard on network television like ESPN. And Top Rank job, is to pay for the undercard. All right, let's say, I think Mikey Garcia, when he was kind of had that delay because of the Top Rank situation, he was giving out a lot of free game on Ellie Segback channel. Okay, so I think it was him. He was saying that, let's say, for Camboso and Teofimo Lopez, the going rate is $3 million. Let's say ESPN give Top Rank $3 million for the fight. Okay, what Top Rank is going to do, especially with Bob Arum, they're going to try to give like Camboso $500,000, and they're going to try to give T.O. 1.5. Okay, so you're like, oh, CJ, it's still still $1 million left. What they gonna do, and this is just a total hypothetical. Okay, what they gonna do with that $1 million left? They gonna try to pocket about 80% of that. So they gonna say, we gonna keep $800,000. We gonna spend $200,000 on the undercard. All right, Top Rank is not gonna go in their pockets on ESPN. All right, they say that's what the fight is worth. Really, I think Teofimo Lopez's defense guarantee, they said, was around 1.23. So 1.25, and then, or less than a quarter. And then you go and look at it a little further. Copperger was saying, well, T.O. only got 1.23. No, that's not true. Okay, he don't be knowing what the fuck he be talking about sometimes. Teofimo Lopez, they gave him $2 million, right? They made off the difference, from what I understand. So after he beat Lomachenko, so his prices went up. So in his mind, he writing checks and cashing them, and he get whatever you want, but that's not how it work at Top Rank. A lot of times, if we being realistic about it, Bob would say, here go $1 million, here go the quarter, here go 25, here go 250,000 for Camboso, and we gonna spend the 200,000 on the card. We gonna pocket the rest. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Bob Arum want to make more than the fighters fighting in the ring. I remember one of the dudes I used to work out with when I was in school. He told me about Bob Arum. I thought he was a casual boxing fan, but Tone was a real boxing fan. He was an old head, but he said, I remember, funny ass nigga too, man. I remember Bob Arum made more money than Oscar De La Hoya and Trinidad when they fought. And I was like, man, you shut up. He was telling the truth. This dude was an intelligent boxing fan. You don't run and this was like, what, 09, 010? You didn't run across guys talking boxing. I just so happened to be in the gym that was small that a few of us talk boxing. We had our opinion. We made some bets. All right. So it was a couple guys, and most of the guys I talk boxing with, I was 19 years old, 21 years old, whatever it was. Most of these dudes was 35 plus. I wasn't talking boxing with, 19, 18-year-olds. Even the kids that did boxing in the gym, they didn't watch it. So to be honest, when we just talking boxing, it's always dudes 35 and up, or around that age group, man. So, I mean, it ain't never where I run into somebody talking boxing at this point that's really under 25. I'm going to say under 30 for real. All right? Don't nobody really talk boxing. For real. I might. And every brother I meet in the streets that watch this channel, and I met quite a few, they right around my age or older. Met a dude at Myers. Met a dude at Myers in Southfield. Met a dude at Myers in Detroit on Grand River. Most people that talk boxing, man, they older guys. Not a lot of young guys talk boxing. And, Bob Arum, I say that to say this, Bob Arum has been running this scam for a long time. Like I said, he made more money than Phoenix Trinidad and Oscar De La Hoya. Now, did he make more money than Don King is the question. All right? Because that's another dude that probably was the first or second, highest grossing guy that was come out that fight. De La Hoya and Oscar was 3 and 4. So, Teofimo Lopez, in a situation like Crawford, Bob Arum don't sound like he don't want to be in the boxing business no more. Bob Arum sound like he don't want to pay fighters no more. You got a young guy, Teofimo Lopez, which I said this before, that, I heard the plan. I'm not going to say who told me. And who told them the plan was the plan for them is they gunning for Crawford in the near future. And they feel like they can get him. You know? And I heard they come straight out the camp mouth. And they can deny it, but, you know, the person I know is super solid. You know? He don't miss. So, you know, he don't want to pay T.O. He don't want to pay Crawford. Who do you want? I mean, what else can Bob Arum buy? He old as shit. If he's spending money, it's gonna be on a new dick. If he's spending money, it's gonna be on finding the formula to youth. What is Bob Arum spending money on? He don't play Xbox. He probably got the monstrous movie collection. They own so many rights to so many fights. All right. They own the top-ranked headquarters in Las Vegas. He owns his own gym. And they're talking about the upkeep for that stuff. That ain't nothing to Bob Arum. You know, if Bob Arum really hurt for money, Bob Arum can go, he can be, what you call him? Like, I forget what they call him in law firms. He can start his own law firm right now if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? If he really hurting for money, Bob Arum go to any company and start his company and be like, you know, what is this 20th, 19th century slave masters mentality? I don't mean that as a white and black thing. I mean that as a promoter and a fighter thing. Excuse me. Why you don't want to play fighters, man? We more than doubled Teofimo Lopez's guaranteed purse. We more than doubled it. And he said basically guaranteed defense purse. So if it's 2.25, if it's 1.25, so basically they saying what? You know, it's almost 3. And T.O. don't want to take no less, and that's the issue. Because if it's in the contract, your guaranteed minimum, it's a pandemic, they still meet your minimum, he's contractually obligated to take that fight. Now, you know, if they got an issue with paying for the Camboso fight, you know, let's say Camboso to step aside and make the Devin Haney fight. You know, or you know what? We can drop the IBF bill and we give you a soft touch. Teofimo Lopez don't need to defend undisputed to solidify it in nobody's eyes. He's undisputed. He beat Lomachenko. But they wanted to offer him $5 million to rematch Lomachenko. But now, when you offer him $5 million to rematch Lomachenko, which a man really without a country, without a following in America, you know, okay, I'm at least want $3 million to fight Camboso or whatever he asking for, and it's not coming to truth. So at some point, either he dropped the belt or basically talking about him fighting on another network. But the transition, Bob Arum said they working on for the spring, I believe. Lomachenko taking on Mayoshi Nakatani. Now you got a lot of people that's rubbed wrong by Lomachenko. Okay, a lot of people don't like Lomachenko because ESPN been shoving them down our throat. A lot of people are celebrating, you know, that Lomachenko lost, and you know, I was ultimately happy that he lost. I felt like he lost that fight more than Teofimo Lopez won it. You know, that's my opinion, and I was praying that Lopez won. I rode with Lomachenko because I'm going to go with the experienced fighter. But I was hoping and praying Lomachenko lost. But to me, people got mad because I tell the truth. I don't create no narrative. I don't run. Just my opinion. And I felt that, you know, I thought, you know, think about it, T.O. won. But it wasn't like he won. Like he went out there and took it. You know, you see some step-up fights like, you know, Floyd taking on Corrales. He took it. You know, I mean, you know, you see a lot of times when dudes step up, they take it. Even when Deontay Wilder fighting Bermane Stiverne, he took it from Bermane Stiverne. You know, but it is what it is. That's a good fight. A lot of people saying Mayoshi Nakatani is probably gonna win that fight. I don't think so. You know, if Loma had if this was Loma's first loss and he went into some abyss or some cave, I don't know what they barking at. If he was so heartbroken, like Danny Garcia losing after he lost to Keith Thurman, crying in his hotel room, whatever was going on, then I would be concerned. But this dude already lost before, you know. And maybe my Nakatani's height is too much for him. That could be it. But I think he gonna come back like James Brown, Big Pat. I think he'll come back killing shit. You know, Lil Birdie told me in my Nike voice that, you know, Miguel Berchelt ain't trying to fight him if he come down. So I think Lomachenko gonna handle his business on Nakatani. Is he still one of the 10 best fighters in the world for me? Absolutely not. And watch, and let's give me a top 10 fighter. Let's say a Nuyuwa, which he had a tough fight with Donier. He had an exhibition just a minute. Was it today or yesterday, depending on just Japanese time? Okay. I mean, we can give any fighter. Okay, let's say I'm going to give a prominent fighter. Some people got Mikey Garcia still in their top. I don't. So I'm trying to think. Let's say a Nuyuwa, and I like him a lot. Let's say he lose to some random Japanese fighter, right? Or let's say he lose to Magic Mike, right? And Magic Mike get him the fuck up out of there. Oh, he's still in my top 10, and one loss doesn't define him, but Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford lose, or Artur Beterbiev lose, and they no longer my top 10. They shouldn't have lost to this guy. I'm telling you, it's a double standard in boxing, man. That's some bullshit. Loma, he's still there. Triple G lose. He's still, no, the fuck they not. They never should have been there in the beginning. I think Loma should have been there. But Triple G, I mean, it is what it is, man. But I'm done talking about it. All right. I heard that Jamal Charlo formally turned down the Benavidez fight, told PBC fight at 168. It's a rumor, but I heard it. Also, he said he wanted to fight once a year and versus Triple G and Canelo, or he wanted to fight Eubanks for pulling up on him. I heard Eubanks signed with Katie Sutherland, the dude that controls the World Series, whatever, the Super Series boxing tournament, and that he was looking to fight with like Liam Smith, Liam Williams, Triple G itself. I heard Triple G ain't trying to fight Eubanks. He ain't trying to fight. He wanted a lot of money to fight Jaime Munguia. He wants to fight Ryota Murata in Japan. So maybe Eubanks come to the table, but I don't want to see Jermell fight Eubanks no more. I told y'all, word on the street was he ducked Canelo, and his brother said that shit. He meant that. That Canelo offered him, like I heard, was like $15 million to fight him. Some people at Golden Boy were saying it was 13, but I heard the real number was like 15, and Jermell passed on it. I told y'all he was offered 10 to fight Demetrius Andrade. Alan had him pass up on it. So, I mean, it is what it is. I told y'all, I mean, he certain fights that, he don't want to take right now. When David Benavidez, he called him out. And then he sat on fight at 168. You want to fight one time this year. And that's what's pretty much going to be these boxers down so far. But with Jamal, they stay in shape. But that's still underwhelming, man. Especially as they creep into their 30s and you get out your physical prime. And these dudes ain't too active. You talking about Sugar Ray Robinson had the shit over 100-some fights. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some records are never... Man, these fighters ain't even on track to fight 50 times a year. Let's do the math. Let's say a fighter got a 10-year career. We being generous. The first 3 years of the career, let's say he fought 4 times a year. That's 12 fights. The rest of the 7 years, he's a champion and contender. So he fight 2 times. So let's say he averaged 2 fights. That's 14 fights. Times plus 12. Come on, 26, 20, what is that, 26 fights? And that's if you make it that long. So these dudes, man, a lot of these dudes not going to have 50 fights. But with him, it's just, it is what it is. I told y'all, PBC got the most duckingest people out there. I used to be on the PBC apologist side of things, and I started seeing things from the business side. I started getting to connect on the plug. And a lot of people got to know the same shit that I know. And they on the other side of the street, if you catch my drift, I'm a lead at LDBC. And, I ain't never, even people I talk to, man, I ain't saying dude name, but I don't talk to him no more. But even, dudes, I'm a lead at LDBC. I ain't never telling nobody to lead nowhere. Never told none of them niggas to lead. If you feel comfortable, feel comfortable. So if I'm talking to whoever dudes LBC in the LDBC, our conversation is never talking about, nigga, I ain't that type of nigga. But some people know what I know, and they don't leave, and I'm cool with it. Don't sell me dreams. But, I know the truth, and I'm going to tell the truth as I know it. But, it is what it is, Jamal. I think people starting to see, I was telling the truth when they said he dug Canelo and all that other stuff. But it is what it is. Let me know what you think about the Bob TL thing. Mario Shitanaki possibly fighting Lomachenko on the Jamal situation. But hey, don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, all our social media links, subscription. Twitter's the fast way, and Facebook and Instagram. Also got a Facebook group. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Talk to boxing news and boxing from a playlist for more videos like this. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. We go.